Marcus.
Mill.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
brother.
to meet you, fella. Been seeing a lot of good things, hearing a lot of good things.
I've known you and I ain't known you.
In that order. That's always a good position to be in.
No, most definitely. I've been fucking with your music and shit.
Hey, that's love, bro. Shit, we got the game on. We got peace on the way, so shit.
I watch it with the Lakers game.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Real Deal Talk Podcast with your host, J.Mill.
Hey man, it's your boy Jmarc, a Real Deal Talk with Jmarc.
Yes, sir.
Got my boy J.Mill here.
J.Mill,
Just met the man, but I feel like I've known him for shit a lifetime.
Yes, sir.
Real cool, genuine guy.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Blessings.
nice to have you, man.
Blessings. Thanks for having me, man.
Man, so let's dive into it, man.
Turn my mic on. My mic ain't even been on and shit.
Mike ain't been on?
I just turned it on.
You good now? You good?
We good.
You here? We good? We live? We recording?
Mic check.
Blooper.
Heard you.
Let's start it over.
Heard you.
Hey, like I said, I feel like I've known this man for forever, but shit, I just met him.
Hey, man, that's blessing.
Real genuine guy, you
Yes,
know.
sir.
Doing this thing out here and also on the music scene. And just,
Trying, you know, I do a little bit. I really be grinding, yeah.
so that's what's up. So we're gonna dive in, learn a little bit more about him, and man, make sure y'all tap in, cause hey, this dude gonna be special.
In that order.
I'm sorry, this dude is special.
Blessings. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said
I
that.
gotta speak that.
Hey, man.
You know,
Hey,
real deal.
I'm glad you said that because I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just gonna be him. You know what
So
I'm saying?
man, like being in the position you are right now, I mean, you nowhere close to where you want to be. How do you feel?
Honestly, I feel like we doing everything that we doing right now is happening for a reason. So
Sure.
I can't complain with the legwork we put in. I know that I put it in perspective. It's like as hoop. I put this music shit as if I ain't putting the reps in, I ain't gonna get to the next level, bro.
Sure.
So I'm understanding right now we in the play-in,
Yeah.
and to be in the play-in, nigga, you got to do everything right.
Boy, in
So
the bubble playing.
man, look, man, we just basically just building up the
Yeah.
team to where when it's time for the playoffs, everybody got their position, you know your role.
Straight up.
Shit, be a star in your role. So that's what I'm on right now.
Straight up. What made you even get into the music scene? Cause I mean, it's a saturated market, obviously. So
Right.
I mean, but what made you think you can get in and stand out?
Honestly, bro, just like starting a conversation and just getting a reaction based off of like my voice for real.
Yeah.
And then the where I come from, like the lifestyle that I'm acclimated to, and I feel like that I've graduated from, I have a lot to talk about, and don't have to feel like I'm capping in it. It's more so just like storytelling. So
Sure.
the therapy of going to the studio and creating a song and then having the crowd sing it back to me, it was just like, man, I can't
like
can't
what
cheat
you
the
said.
game. I can't cheat the
Therapy.
game. Yes, sir.
I like because I played football. That was my therapy.
Yes, sir.
So you get out in the field, you letting all your whatever. It's like every time I used to get in the field, I shut off the world. You
In
feel
that
me?
order.
Nothing existed.
Man.
But like as soon as I get off that motherfucker, I was like, oh, back to reality. But you know what I'm saying? So like it's therapeutic. So
Yes, sir.
I like what you said right there. So
Yes,
like,
sir.
was you like just penning raps, writing in class, like just bullshit? Like what made you realize like, damn, actually, because I ain't a lot. Like I said, my dad back in the day, he did music and shit.
Yeah.
So I got a little track when I was rapping. I was 10.
Oh, yeah, we gotta hear
10
that.
I was
We
10,
gotta hear it.
11. You feel me? But like I knew I wasn't realistically me personally. I knew I wasn't gonna go nowhere with it. So like, what sparked you? Like, did somebody see it within you and you was like, okay, or did you see it within yourself?
Honestly, bro, it's really just one of those things I found myself doing. During high school, bro, I've always been in prestigious like English classes, so I've always had like storytelling ability. They always did this thing on Friday. Shout out to my English teacher in high school, bro. We had like freestyle Fridays, and we just like they gave us a topic, and I basically just embodied a story based off of like my lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I've always been like commended as far as like how I'm able to describe and pinpoint like my real life like instances that I got going on in real life.
Yeah.
So just being able to do the storytelling and bro and honestly like putting shit into perspective.
So essentially, I know you had to be good in like writing and like reading and writing classes growing up.
Sir.
So like,
Yes, sir.
cause it's a lot of passion, bro. Like,
For sure.
and that's one thing I'll be telling people, bro. That's just an art. Like people think like all these artists are dumb and they can't articulate and all this stuff. I'm like, bro, like this, like you said, storytelling. You putting what's the thoughts that's in your head to paper, and that shit hard as hell to
Yes,
do.
sir.
Like to
Honestly,
actually be vivid with it. Actually,
honestly, bro, I haven't written a rap in so long. I just be in there freestyling based off of like. Obviously, when I started, I was writing.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've graduated into just like going off of raw emotion and being able to deliver on wax, like raw emotion. So having that writing background, I know how to critique myself as far as like articulating my words and learning like when to put words and like when to just stop. So honestly, bro, just that ability of being able to be a prestige writer, honestly, yeah.
Do you feel like just freestyling makes your songs and just your music be more genuine just because it's coming off the dome, or like
I think
why that approach?
I think so, just because I found myself like rehearsing like how I wanted to deliver in the studio, and it didn't really approach. Like I sound like I was reading it.
Yeah.
And my engineer is the one that really tapped me in and got me to the next level, to where it was like, bro, like go to this next level. Like I wasn't singing, I wasn't doing none of that shit. It was like the voice that I talking in, I was rapping in that.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was damn near like boring.
Yeah.
And he was just like telling me like, yeah, this shit it's cool.
You felt stiff essentially?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, you could tap into something else. And I just found myself in that bitch going in there. First it just sounded like I was just shouting.
Yeah.
And then I just learned how to like use my voice. I was always in choir. Like my granny had me in church and shit. So being able to sing wasn't like something bad. It was just more so I wasn't really trying to be that guy, you know.
Ain't that crazy how granny, you feel me? Shout out to grandma. Pivotal moments. You never know that something like that can lead you to what you're doing now. As a kid, essentially it's like you're forced because you ain't got no choice.
That's a fact.
But now you're like, damn, I can look back and thank those times for leading me to where I'm at now.
If I was to tell younger me that I was gonna be doing this shit, I'd be like, you tripping, fool. You tripping, fool. Get on that court. Yeah. But nah, bro, this is therapy, bro, and it's outweighed hoop for me. And I never thought that I'd be in this position. So shout out to Granny, man. Shout out to the adversity that I went through.
Straight up.
Honestly.
Hey, it's J.Mill here. I want to talk about the production team of the podcast, Creators Network. These guys have worked with local artists, captured unforgettable moments at weddings, and recorded models for New York Fashion Week. They're experts at bringing your vision to life, no matter what it is. And the best part, they're just a DM away on Instagram. So if you're ready to turn your ideas into reality, connect with Creators Network today and see what they can do for you. Peace.
What is one of the most like heartfelt songs, like a song that really mean the most to you, that where you put all your passion into it? Like
I got all of them, honestly. I can't really, but if we being 100%,
like say boom, you got a $1 million deal right there on the table, 200, whatever, the biggest deal ever. What song you gonna play for them folks?
Yeah, that's the hardest. I feel like that's the biggest problem I have. I don't know, bro.
You don't know?
But I know which song sonically like I can throw in rotation to be like, damn, like I'm really made for this shit. That damn prayer that I just dropped on that Mills Remorse. Yeah. That prayer is just like, it's therapy, bro. I feel like I'm on that bitch, like just, I'm bleeding for real. Yeah. And sonically, like, I don't know if the listener taps in and listens to it for the same reason I do, but I'm just, like I said, I make music for therapy, so I'm not necessarily like listening for like somebody else to, like, of course I'm taking into consideration what the listener would say, but that prayer. But honestly, bro, if I'm gonna play a song in front of like the label, it'll be like that Utah or some shit. Yeah. But,
what's that song? Only One?
Yeah, that Only One.
I'm catchy as hell.
It's crazy. Everybody love that. I hate that song now. I hate that song though, bro.
He played that song for me like a couple months ago, and I was like, bro, like, I just catch myself. I'm like, why the hell is that? It stuck in my head. I be putting that mug on. Yeah. And that song a little vibe. So like, it's funny though. I say that to say like, it's funny like as an artist, a song to you that you might like, you be like, oh, this is my song, but it's all about the fans. The fans essentially make everything blow. That's so fact. A song to you that you might think of blow it, you be like, what the hell this ain't like Young Boy, you feel me? Like everybody fuck with Nevada, but that ain't even one of his that's not even one of his close to hardest songs. So it's just
that's a fact. And I told my girl literally the other day, I said I feel like I'm a blow on some shit I don't even really fuck with.
It's a song that where you like you can be like, bro, that was just some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So essentially to you.
And that's how I feel about Only One for real. Like I said 2 words and that shit changed my life.
Ain't that crazy though?
That's crazy though, but like,
you need something.
I thank God. I thank God for it, cause it takes shit that it's like a layup for me. Like I didn't learn how to be like fundamental. It was always the flashy shit, so I jumped into just doing the flashy shit. Yeah. But people really love like the catchy, what they can relate to. Like it's not about me. I got to take and shout out to Malin fam. He did a great job of just taking me out of that perspective that I was in. And honestly, bro, like that's been the biggest game changer ever, bro. Just taking myself out of being so caught up in like not giving a fuck about it into like, all right, bro, you're a brand. Like start treating yourself like as such. So
I'm glad you touched on that. How important is a team that you have around you?
Man, if you don't got no team, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's like running on a treadmill. You can be the fastest nigga going nowhere fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just running in place.
In that order.
Yeah.
For me to get up off that treadmill, bro, it just took that one motherfucker to tell me, you could be doing more.
Yeah.
And I was like, in my feelings about it, but even with that, like, you can't put your feelings in. No, this entertainment business, bro, you can't have no feelings. You can't be attached to nothing.
Yeah.
And once you create something, bro, you gotta let God.
Yeah, I'm saying, ain't that crazy how God placed people? I don't know how you and Malin met, but like, it's crazy how you just randomly meet people.
First of all, bro, I met this motherfucker and he was just taking photos at a show. Like, the show was called Smoke Out ATX.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I can give them some credit as far as like me building the performance scene and like getting my face in the crowds.
For sure.
That's an intricate part of me performing it. But I met Malin at the show, bro. He was just in there snapping photos for free.
Yeah.
And he came up to me, was the most genuine person in the building. Like, hey, bro, you got something special. And like, we really fuck with it. And just throughout the months of just having that support outside looking in, and then being able to sit down with him, he came to a studio session and I was like, man, fuck it. Like, nigga, this what we finna do.
Yeah.
And it's been up since.
Yeah. So, that's what's up. So, hey, navigating through this music industry and having a daughter, how is that? How do you balance that?
Hey, bro, it's the best thing in the world. Honestly, I'm really using that as a cheat code. Cause
I see you got the pinning on. You know
yes, sir.
I always got to show love.
Man, I got a name
Stand up guy.
I got a name tatted. That's the only female that I ever get her name tatted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but no, my baby girl, man.
That's love, though.
That's me. That's me times two. Yes, sir. J.Mill. That's J.Mill. Speaking of J.Mill, that might be her. Nah, she ain't knocking. That's the pizza.
Pizza man. Yeah, that's me.
Pizza man. Yeah, that's you.
Hey, so like, so what you used to? So we touched bases. You used to be an athlete.
Yes, sir.
So how do you think that tie into your ability to just receive and just your deliver and like just your mindset going in?
I'm still an athlete, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily got to be.
That drive always gonna be there. I tell people all the time, I learned so many life lessons through just being an athlete. Like it's just all you never being an athlete. If you're a good athlete, you compete at a high level, bro. You're never content with being good.
For sure.
Like to you, shit don't ever just seem right, and that's sometimes that be my problem because I'm hard on myself, but then I like that shit.
I mean, shit, bro. The competitive nature, fam, has always been good for me because I've always thought that I was pretty good until somebody made me better. So it just takes like that one person to like compete.
Yeah. That competition always.
Nowadays, bro, I be looking at myself as competition, just trying to get better than yesterday.
Yeah.
But I used to look at like the accolades, you know what I'm saying? Like going to different schools, like, nah, I'm finna take your spot. Because I've always been a new kid on the block. I went to 4 different high schools. Yeah. So just I was always on the field or on the court. So I've always had to earn any spot that I've ever been in. I've always had to take it. And I don't feel like we got to do that with shit with the music, bro. Like, I'm in my own lane, bro. So it's me versus me.
Damn, that's funny how you keep touching on everything. I was just gonna ask you about it, how you feel about staying in your own lane and just blocking out the noise. Cause I already know, like in this, cause don't get me wrong, I don't know if you get like that, but I know it'd be some times where football, I'll be playing, you feel me, it'd be dudes getting offers. I'm like, he weak, like not hating, but it's like I know I put in just as much or more, but like at the end of the day, it's all about the exposure. So how do you feel about that? Like sometimes, do you ever get in your head like, I don't know, essentially I should have been, you know, gotten more or whatever, or
not
you just
necessarily
kind of stay in your lane?
Not necessarily, because early on, like I've always had like labels reaching out, and I never looked at it as like me being desperate for me needing like to sign.
For sure.
Because I understood the business side, and I feel like as an artist, bro, you
don't need that validation all the time.
At all. I don't need it at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I know you gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
And it's just like either you do or you don't, and it's like that's what you kind of have to be delusional as an artist, like. You can't look at somebody else and allow them to control like your career, your emotion, or how you feel about anything. Like you just gotta bet on you. So honestly, just to touch on your question, I ain't never had that feeling. Like, of course, I've always been like, we human, so we gonna see some shit and want it
for sure.
But I know this is a world of turns, bro, and I feel like a lot of people have their time. It's their turn.
Yeah.
But I feel like my turn is coming up, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody finna trick me on my spot, I promise you.
I feel it.
Yes.
What should people be looking for from you, like coming up, this music stuff?
Shit, bro. Honestly, bro, just keep on streaming the Mirrors Remorse project, man. We got a couple more videos that we're gonna keep touching up on that, but this summer is gonna be a big summer for the camp for J.Mill personally. I like to say that we got some merch coming, bro. We got a lot of big boy shit on the way, man. This summer is really gonna be like you're gonna be able to see a different side of the artistry. It's gonna be more of the hit records, other than I've been basically just like making all my music based on pain and passion.
Yeah.
But dude, we're gonna have a little bit more fun with it this time, I ain't gonna lie. So we got I'm gonna drop a couple singles, and then I got this project called Cali from Texas.
Yeah.
And it's all gonna be like West Coast songs implemented and just showing like the
Cali beats go crazy.
Man.
Yeah.
Just showing the versatility.
That baby area.
In that order.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah, man. Cali from Texas on the way.
How do you feel about just doing this in Austin?
Oh yeah, it's
Just
beautiful.
like the hip hop scene here, at least.
It's really beautiful, bro, because there's no name, like there's no face of the city. There's no name to claim, like.
So it's
So it's like it's shit for the grabs.
Yeah.
And like I said, just being able to build the team, like even now I feel like nobody's doing what we're doing in the city, but it's gonna be a time where you driving down the highway and you're gonna see who the fuck is that? And it's gonna be the gang. Like Lavelle, you're gonna see AOTM, you're gonna see J.Mill, you're gonna see Malin big headed ass on it. There's gonna be a lot of that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You're gonna see a lot of the gang for real. You're gonna start seeing a lot of Beza being behind the scenes, a lot of Ty Harris, a lot of Louis. It's gonna be a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
The whole team is finna eat, bro.
Yeah.
And shit, you tapped in, shit. You finna start seeing a lot of bro shit. Goddamn it,
right.
Man, we putting that in the air though.
Because essentially, like, you know how Atlanta a hub, like, I mean, it's like, why not hit, bro? There's so much talent in Texas in general. Now, I'm not even going to talk about a city, but like Texas in general.
Yeah.
So it's just like in Dallas, like you said, we from the same area, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had the Mo 3s of the world, Trap Boy Freddy's, all them, but like, they known around the city, around Texas, but like, they not really, so essentially, it's just like, we just got to keep networking.
Gotta keep networking.
Bro, the talent is here, bro. It's just.
For sure.
We just got to,
We just got to figure out how to crack that code, man. Austin is a live music capital of the world.
Sure.
And not too many hip hop artists is getting that light as far as like live music.
It's a beautiful thing though at the same time too.
It is. And bro, I started implementing my performances I got a band.
Yeah.
I got live tune, like I got in-ears on stage. I just look the part, like I look like I'm supposed to be there. So
and that's 100%. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Look like you belong.
Oh God.
But they always say act like you been here before.
Oh God, bro, you gotta be delusional. Like I be up there like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but we always figure a way, man. I always figure it out. So I'm just blessed to have like you said earlier though, we was talking off the camera. Bro, just growing up in the environment we grew up in, we was forced to grow up faster than the average person. But it's really like prepared us for the rest of our lives. Like, you can throw us in the jungle, bro. We can come out that bitch with a motherfucking mink on and a full stomach.
I'm like, how the hell you did that shit?
Hey, shit. It's just product of my environment for real. So if you know, you know, man. Them Dallas boys, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's really like that. Shout out to the 80, man. I'm putting on for the city, man. Austin, Texas, yes, sir.
Yeah, hey, Austin's a beautiful city, man. I mean, it got a lot of EDM, a lot of rave, all that type of stuff. But like I said, like the hip hop, bro, I don't know. It ain't no reason why it shouldn't be a big music hub here, like for hip hop. Because I mean,
you asking me,
they always doing South by Southwest. They always doing ACL, like all these big. I've never. Growing up, I never went to music. First of all, I was broke as hell, so I wasn't going to no music festivals.
No concert.
You feel me? None of that. But then when I came out here, bro, there was a concert going on every week or every other week. Big venues. All I see is, like I said, EDM, country, everything but rap. So I'll be thinking like, okay, what a rap scene. You feel me? Like when you see people coming in, you know, to do tours and shows, you know, they go to Dallas to Houston. Sometimes they'll stop on Austin on the back end. Yeah, but like essentially, I was just like, okay, like.
But we got that Moody Theater and shit. Everybody, that's a game changer.
Yeah.
Everybody want to come to Austin just to perform there. Just cause that's like I seen it was like ranked.
That bag there.
And it was ranked like the best new venue to perform in the world. Like.
I'm already
them type of eyes on the city for real.
There was a country concert there like a month ago. I think tickets they said was going for like $300 average.
Yeah, they don't play about that shit.
16,000 seats.
But it be worth it though, bro. Like that shit in there different, bro. That Moody Theater, I promise you, bro. We there. We there real soon. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, nigga, I get a show there, so rap. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Lord.
Oh Lord, don't let the gang and them pop out and move the theater, bro, and have a J.Mill ALTM night, cause nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all not gonna like that shit. Well, we gonna turn that bitch up. Oh, mama now.
You ain't gonna know how to act, huh?
Nah, I think I'm popping my shit, bro. I think we prepared for it, and honestly, bro, it's gonna happen. I'm putting that shit in the air. We gonna be in that venue, but honestly, bro, like if it don't happen, I'm okay with taking the leg work that we doing and performing, like, bro, just working my way up, because I know it's a lot more levels that I want to achieve before I get to maxing out my potential. And
sure.
I don't necessarily put no ceilings on myself, so who knows, honestly.
And they say, you know, what, conversation rule the nation, but, you know, essentially, like, we touching back on, like, the music hub shit, it come down to money, too, though.
It do.
So, like, it's like, what do you think has to happen for the big ballers to come here? Like, the people that's going to make shit happen. You know, the people behind the scenes, the financial people, like.
Honestly, like I said, bro, just building a team. It don't necessarily got to be, like, expensive,
because all it take is one. Once you take
God.
one person to come out here and blow or, you know, change it, just open it wide open for everybody.
And you don't necessarily know, like, it might not be what you think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Like, it might be this podcast is putting us on.
Yeah.
It might not be the music essentially, or it might be somebody tapped in with Malin doing a TikTok and they like, damn, like I like what he's doing. Or they might see Beza like just walking around the city like trying to get his content right. So, bro, it don't matter. Like the team is gonna have light. It just depends on like if they catch on and put two and two together. Like this nigga is doing content for this nigga and is leading it to. So honestly, like having a team, bro, is special because any of us could really get the attention that
it just
that we
take
all
like a
need.
domino effect.
Exactly. So
you just been enjoying the process?
I love the process, bro. I feel like I love the process more than the flowers that I get.
Honestly, yeah.
Cause like before they tell me congratulations, I feel like I already won. You know what I'm saying? I put that in a bar that I just made, a song I made like literally like the other day.
That's that confidence within too, though.
For sure. You got to know who you are, and this is not no arrogant shit. It's just more so like God made me a little bit different than the rest of these niggas, and I'm okay with that.
And if you ain't okay with that, then that's your fault.
Exactly. Hey man, look, like I said, God made me a little different, and everybody can't have the role or the leadership that I have instilled in me. So I can't expect nobody else to respond or react the way I do. You know what I'm saying? So
but I don't know. I feel like as humans, it come a time where it do be hard to enjoy that process too, though. Like that confidence is key. Yeah. But don't get me wrong, sometimes it be like, I don't know. That's why I try my best not even be on that social media as much as I do, because human nature, boy. It's been times
you gonna be on there and be like, I want this.
It's been some times I call myself being weird, and I call myself out like, nigga, what are you doing?
But
like, get off that.
A lot of people don't have that. For you to tap into that, be like, what are you doing?
Yeah. As soon as I do that, I'm like, yo, that's their race. You feel me? It's gonna come from me. But like, I don't know. Within, I feel like, man, it just be. I'm working on being better and just being where my feet are at.
In that order.
And
yes, sir.
Sometimes it be hard to do that. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's a new day. It's a new day, and the way we are brought up, like
just to see how quick a TikTok can blow you up and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen so many people blow up quick off of just little things, but then at the end of the day, it
longevity.
For them. Yeah.
Longevity. I look at shit like that like they was microwavable. But I'm in a crock pot with it, bro. It cook a little longer and it's gonna last a little longer. So they can have that shit, all that microwavable shit. Like I don't knock it at all. I love seeing like the funny nigga, the funny shit. But that shit only lasts so long. We gotta grow up one day, and when we grow up, I'm gonna be one of them guys that's still gonna be relevant. Yeah. So like we was talking about earlier,
it's a marathon.
Man. It's a marathon. And a lot of motherfuckers running sprints on a motherfucking treadmill.
You know how many times I listen to Nipsey Hussle, goddamn motivational. Like,
man, and I feel like
he was.
I feel like
different, bro.
Him himself inspired me into like tapping into a different level of what I was talking about in my music, because I wasn't really speaking on like the longevity of it. Like just listen to him I came up listening like Zero, Trey.
Not Zero. What you know about that Zero?
Come on,
you don't know about Zero.
I'm a young nigga with a deep voice.
You don't know about that Zero.
I'm a young nigga with a deep voice, so that's like really like listening to him like harmonize on songs and shit. Really, the reason why I was more
Zero
comfortable
tough,
with doing
man.
it. On God.
Shout out to Zero, man. My mama didn't let me listen to Zero, but I used to sneak. I can't leave you alone.
Yeah.
It got me. They don't know about that, man.
That's that shit.
You know about that?
Yeah. Come on, Glock. Jump in here, man. Come on, Glock.
This a perfect way to
Come on,
way to introduce you, man.
Come on.
And introduce you.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro. I ain't one of them. Do your thing.
Yeah, Kenonté Kennedy. They call me Glocky. You know what I'm saying? Most recently played at Memphis University, so you know what I'm saying. I'm a Tiger. You know, I'm a supporter right now, looking for right now. But we looking to venture out. But yeah, no, I'm here. You know what I'm saying. I've been knowing Mill for it's been going on 3 years now, and it's like instant connection.
Yeah,
like,
love, huh?
Like locked in. So now this my bro, and I love what he got going on. I mean, we gonna support each other no matter what. So.
Part of what we both got going on.
No, real talk. Like we living through each other.
I'm living through, bro, for real.
Yeah.
So.
And essentially that make you be at peace with being away from the game, because
sure.
you away from the game physically, but you're not mentally, because you still talk.
You know the saying. All the artists want to be the hoopers, and the hoopers want to be the artists. So, like, bro, I feel like that little baby James Harden shit that they got going on. I feel like that's what we got going on for real.
That's what they don't really know, but we got that vision, we got the picture, so that's what we really looking towards.
Just keep taking it day by day and watch it all. When you paint that picture, you're like, damn.
Real talk.
Yeah. So shit. About you, man. You in the portal. You still hooping. College dreams.
Yeah.
How's that all, man? I was hurt, man. I had y'all boys when you was at Memphis going to, like I said, Elite 8, and it hurt. That still hurts to this day. But,
but shout out to Memphis, though. I mean, that was a great opportunity. The stage I was on, the team, my teammates.
It was a blessing.
Man, the players I was able to play with, like real high level dudes that are going to be successful at the next level, and coaching staff we had, like just the knowledge you could get from the staff we had, dudes that done did it playing the game, coaching. So it was a blessing.
Yeah,
and
like
that's loud.
Like that's what I'm getting trained by every day.
They got some shoes, bro.
Yeah.
He hooped in the league.
We got a couple of them. You know, by accident. You know, if we just lighten in, just be like that.
That's how locked in it is, huh?
On accident. On accident. Come on, let them know.
Like I said, bro, I got a album coming out. I ain't said it on camera yet, but I got an album coming out next fall called Meal Ticket, and I got a podcast coming out with my boy Key, and we gonna call that her Key to the Ticket. So that nigga, hold on.
Hey man, I don't know where the cameraman is, man. Zoom in on that. You can catch it on the light. You know
that's that motherfucker, Meal Ticket, nigga. Alright, shout out my nigga Glacky, bro. Yeah. But my league niggas, they gift different.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how we do.
That's love.
Nah, he got me them hoes. He got me them hoes like a week after the season was over, bro. Just like letting me know, like, bro, I appreciate you, cause he got the Google Drive. He got exclusive.
Yeah.
Like anytime I'm in the studio, he can listen to that shit. So, so that's what he tell me that that's what I'm on. Like that's what's gonna keep me locked in. So I feel like, nigga, why not? Like you got the keys to that shit, honestly, fam. And if I'm able to inspire you and keep you locked in through my music, fam, I can't.
And that's
I already won.
Exactly how. And y'all look like y'all locked in, y'all brothers. But even on top of that, you being an athlete still, bro, you still can reach so many people with his music and help him grow. And y'all can just help him when he helping you stay young with this basketball shit, and you helping him stay young with the music shit. So, oh no, that's love though. I love what y'all doing.
Nah, you really saying something, because like I told him, I said, bro, when I was listening to your music, but that's when I was at my best. Yeah. Like I'm not no funny, like no, like for real. I was like, when I was at my best is when I was playing the music, bro. Like, and I was really tapped in and locked in, because it's more than just the music. Like it's really like an art, and it's motivational, it's inspirational. So it's more than just me spitting some words, spitting some bars. Like he really diving deep, and he made me have to dive deep into myself and figure out who I am for real. Yeah. And like I went through some trials and tribulations this year. And there was a few people, him and somebody else, that really made me like have to realize like, hey, what you want to do with life? Like where you want to go? Like, cause we all had that time in life where we lose the vision, lose focus.
And ain't that crazy? You feel me? Like when you at the top, everybody, hey, I love you. You feel me? But when you down and out, look who there.
You feel me?
Look who there.
Man.
I told him, I'm not the nigga that's gonna be there for like every time when it's time to celebrate. Like, I'm the nigga you call
when it's good, bad, or ugly, regardless.
Like, where we need to go. Well, talk to me. Pull up on me.
Come on.
So that's love though, that he can open your eyes, you feel me, and actually make you feel me,
in
think.
Real life.
Yeah, in real life on some like deeper than just this ball shit. Like just I don't know, having somebody like that in your circle that inspire you, bro, that's just key, bro. Like if you have a bunch of fools, nigga, you a fool.
Okay.
But if you got like a wise man, somebody that's gonna help you beat it, somebody y'all gonna elevate each other.
In that order. And it's crazy, like I'm 24 right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like ain't nobody really in our age group that's mature enough to be able to take on like the leadership of managing a business, being your own artist, being a father.
It's all monkey see, monkey do.
So it's like it's a lot of people looking from the outside, looking in.
Yeah.
And they don't really see
it's
like
a lot of lost people. I feel like
they don't see the leg work. All they see, like I said before, they tell us congratulations, bro. We done already won for real. So
straight up. Cause I always say it's a lot of zombies out here. I mean, when I say that, I mean it's a lot of folks that's lost, just moving around with like no brain of their own.
That's a fact.
Everybody looking for, you feel me?
That's what I call them too. That must be a Dallas thing or something.
Straight up though, so like that's love though, just to see like when you say you was 24, I'm like hold on, I'm 24, like but like your presence, you feel me? Your approach, like you just seem like you more seasoned, you feel me? Older, you been through some stuff, so like, and you let what you went through help mold you to be like a better person. So I found
myself immature, but I like that. I want to stay young. Like I think the goal in life is to stay young. Like you don't never want to feel like just I'm too grown for, I'm too good for this shit, because it's gonna be a younger nigga that's like on your ass. Like I don't never want to lose that feeling of like chasing, like being delusional or being like I want to be a sponge at every position. I want to be able to learn wherever I go. So that's what's gonna keep me young for real. Like.
And that's you said something right there, bro. Cause like I was reading, I forgot who said it was an athlete, but they were like, once you get in a position where you think like you know it all, you're done.
That's Kobe.
Yeah.
That's Kobe.
Yeah,
I swear.
Yeah. And they was like, and then Richard Sherman said it too, though.
Type shit.
He was like, once you get in a position where you feel like you walk in the door and you learn, you know it all, and you get to the point where you can't learn no more, it's done. You might as well just stop. Yeah. So I like that shit though. Like you said, just being a sponge, trying to absorb. So like I've been trying to be better at that. Like you feel me? Like slower to speak, quicker to listen. Just cause like shit, you never know. One thing you might say, it might resonate with me so crazy. It'd be so simple, but it just hit home just cause you never know what I'm going through.
Exactly.
Or what season I needed to hear that in that season. So
exactly. And like you said earlier, bro, you one of them like observing people. Yeah. To where you just
gotta
like,
be
on your P's and Q's. So you know the motherfuckers just get in the room and just start talking. Yeah. And they don't know really too much.
I ain't even that's Dallas, bro. Shout out to Dallas growing up out there, man. I just being out there, it taught me to be that way. That wasn't even, it was a learned behavior that I actually learned.
In that order.
Shit, your ass to get got out there, not being observant, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, I feel like that's probably one of the best qualities and traits I could have got, because I can I'm aware and I can weed out, you feel me, some phony shit versus some real shit. I feel like kind of quick. I'm not trying to toot my horn, but
nah. Speak that shit, because a lot of people don't have that ability. That's God given. Like I call that a rat radar, or like just like bro, you know like the leeches. You know the leeches.
That's a funny way to put that shit.
Honestly, bro, you got to be able to determine like what's a rat and what's a leech.
Yeah,
I know a snake when I see one, and you got to be able to utilize the snake to. You got to be able to utilize the snake to eat the rats that's around, and the leech is gonna suck your blood in front of you. But it's like, what you gonna let them do?
I don't know. I feel like I get a weird feel. I don't know. I get like a discernment. I don't know. I feel like my mom, she always be speaking on that. Like whenever someone don't feel right, I can feel it, bro. I don't know. Like somebody be cool, but then I be like, oh, he cool, but I know I can't link with bro. Or shorty cool, but I know I can't link with. Like I don't know. I just get that weird feeling when I think twice about something.
Cause bro, you understand that longevity is gonna win the race.
Yeah.
And you can see the red flags. Like a lot of people telling themselves without telling themselves, like without even knowing.
Yeah, bro. That's why I say I be slower to speak now.
Yes, sir.
Because like a lot of times you just sit back and relax. People don't reveal themselves.
Tell themselves,
on accident.
Man.
On accident, and you can be like, So it's crazy how that shit all unfolds. So Damn.
Now we talking about some shit though. I like this. On me.
I want to say so much. I don't know if I say on camera right
Nah. It's gonna air. When it's gonna air?
You ain't gonna say it all on camera.
Type shit. When it's gonna air?
Yeah.
When it's gonna air?
When it's gonna air?
Shit, whenever honestly when he done editing. Urgent. Next week. So.
Urgent, yeah.
By the time we get this out, my nigga already gonna have a destination where you going.
Hey.
God damn it.
Hey, talk about that little process. Talk about the
graduation.
Yeah, talk about the graduation, transfer portal. Talk about navigate, because right now that's so hot with transfer portal, NIL. I got out of college on the back end of the transfer portal. That's when it just got started. Now that mud,
It's scary. It's scary.
That mud jumping like Jordan.
It's the free agency. Y'all better be careful. Some of y'all ain't gonna have a job.
360. Well, I got a boy at UT. You feel me? He got an agent trying to get him to the league for ball, and then he got an agent for NILs. I said, damn.
Yeah.
Ryan Watts. Yeah, he played corner. Yeah. We finna do one with him soon too. That's what. Yeah.
6'4".
6'3", 6'4". Yeah, he's tall.
He wearing 6.
Oh no, he runs 6. Bro, his height, he like 6'3", 6'4".
Nah, yeah, he a big corner.
No, yeah, I'm talking about he getting his stance, his fingertips scrape the ground.
On some sauce. Some sauce. That's elite.
Yeah, really could be a hooper. Like I'm like, damn, he got that height on him. Like, it's crazy. I used to be. I played corner. I was jealous as hell. I'm 6 foot even. You feel me? On a good day. On a good day, you get what I'm saying? Everybody out there when I was playing right with Richard Sherman. Just, you feel me, transcending, and that was like my sophomore year of high school. And every school, we want a 6'3", we want a 6'4" corner. I'm like, where are you pulling these niggas out of? Because that's not real. But exactly. So that's what it is. But not to get off topic, man. Transfer portal, how is that, man?
Man, it's been lovely. I mean, I done been through it more times than I wanted to be through it for real. I mean, you can't play me for real. So it's like I done been through it. I'm seasoned. So it's like I know what I'm looking for. And most coaches, when they hit my line, they know what I'm looking for. Yeah. So there's something I could just weave out immediately. It's like, come on, like, you know better than coming with some shady stuff like that. Like for real. Like you can't fool me no more. Like it's the game. It's a game. It's a business too. Like and now NIL is really more business than like people really give it credit for. People just want to look at it as it's just a game, but it's business as well, and it's been business, and that's why they want us to get paid from it.
And now, like being a former athlete, you been an athlete, you know how this shit is. Like always going in, I always tell people, man, college sports is business. And then on top of that, like these coaches, they hate and they be mad because shit, they don't want a player making a bigger bag than them. So because at the end of the day, it's all about control and power. You got to think about it. It's all about control and power. So when you got an 18, 19, 20-year-old pulling up, like you say, pulling up in the Lambo, or got an NIL deal from Popeyes, $1 million, $3 million, you feel me? It's just like, how can you respect me?
How you gonna be? How can I coach you now? So now it's like, now it's a battle with really, can I coach you? Are you gonna be coachable? So now they can't really do what they want to do, or they can't pop off how they normally would pop off.
So now I just say all that to say it's intimidating because these coaches don't know how to combat that shit. Because it's all about it's like essentially it's like a slave ship. I'll tell you, college football to me was modern day slavery.
Oh, for sure. NFL is too.
Like just to pivot into something else.
Yeah,
I want to stay here, but I do want to say like even this shit is like affecting the relationships with the parents. Because like imagine being a parent and then putting your kid in a perspective to where they making more money than what you ever had, or doing way more business. Like, how can you parent a child that's forming into a man, and it's all happening within a year?
Seconds, bro.
So that's
just in high school
and that's scary. Like
now they the breadwinner.
You 18, 19, 20, you get. I think they were saying. I was watching not too long ago. Nick Saban. He was talking about what's that quarterback name that just
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. I'm tripping. I don't know how he a dog. I don't know how it slipped my mind. But he was saying before he even started, bro, he was already a millionaire. Yeah. So it's like, think about that shit, bro. You 18, 19 years old with $1 million in your pocket. That's more money you ever had in your life.
For sure.
So it's like, I feel like at that point it's like, can't nobody tell me shit. So now that's what a lot of people get scared of, because like that with that money come that power and control.
But I feel like it's a different way we got to parent our kids now. We got to prepare them for we got to prepare them for this moment, because we don't know what our kids are gonna be when they grow, when they're young. But honestly, bro, I want to be able to raise my daughter to be respectful and not knowing like how much money she has. Regardless, it's the same respect that you got for the president that you got with the janitor.
Yeah.
Like that's what I wanted to understand. Like your impression on people. It really matters because there's somebody out here that's like at the lowest of lows.
And I feel like in the community, the black community, you gotta think about like majority shit don't really come from nothing. Don't really come from like money. So like
and we in the South, bro.
Yeah. So when you actually when you a NIL, you're an athlete, you're a meal ticket, and everybody out. Don't you say meal ticket? You're a meal ticket. You know what I'm saying? So like, shit, it get hard to navigate that shit. It's like we can teach, but I feel like the older generation is harder because shit they ain't ever had that, so they don't know how to come in terms with the shit that's going on now. So essentially, it's like, how can you teach what you never experienced?
And that's what I be on. So, like I said, my daughter gonna keep me young, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know it all.
Yeah. So like essentially, like I don't know it all. You don't know. We all don't know it all. But I'm just saying, like I feel like it'd be harder to try to teach and tell an 18, 19-year-old what to do, especially when that big bag start coming in. It's just like, I don't even know what to tell you. This is more money I ever made in my whole life.
God.
Imagine that shit. You 20 years old, you 21 years old, you got $5 million. You made more money than your mama or dad made in their whole life.
Man.
How can they give you advice about money?
Man.
Think about that.
Hey, you gonna have to pick your parent and be a good parent at what you know, because honestly, bro, like that's the problem that we have in the black community. Like, once you get the money, it's like everybody coming each way, and we got to do a better job of the community. Like, if somebody got some money, bro, let them like navigate what they want to do with it. If you was considered in being paid, or if you was an intricate part of their life, that's like, it's in me to repay. I feel like my girl's mom, bro. I feel like I could never be able to repay her for anything, no matter how much money I make or whatever. So I'm just saying that to say, like, us is like the family members of the meal tickets and the breadwinners. Like, bro, we got to do a better job of like just be a supporter, be a family member, bro. Because there's a lot of people that's your blood that ain't really like kinfolk. I talk to bro more than I talk to my people.
It's hard though, cause like I feel like when you're at the top, bro, like I feel like it's hard to navigate because you got so many people reaching out to you.
Do that happen to white folks, Mela? Like, say it's like somebody in your family that's like super successful. Is there always like those family members that? Yeah. I think it's Don Hawk. What's good with it, fella? Yeah. It's Tommy Egan. Tommy Egan just pulled up. What's good, baby? Coolin'.
What's good?
Blessings.
Yeah. What was you saying?
Yeah. But now, what was I saying?
What was I asking them, does it ever happen? Like,
about like people changing now.
Yeah.
Like when like somebody's successful, like in their family.
For sure. I just want to know, like, cause I'm a black dude. I want to say I'm a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily know how it goes, but on the outside looking, I feel like it's only a certain demographic, like the minorities. I feel like that only happens for us. Like, do y'all have those times? I'm pretty sure there are family members that reach out and understand, but is it more obvious? Like, is it in a like a ratchet ghetto way?
Like I can't speak for anybody else. It's really like in my nature not to at all.
Right.
And then maybe that's just like how I was raised in terms of like money and giving and like, you know what I mean, like the gift of time and presence, things like that. Like that's not really in me. So I can't speak for everybody else. Does it happen? Sure. Does it happen like with my family in particular? I like to say no. At least like not how I see it.
And I asked you that because I feel like you and Don Hawk, when y'all first embraced me and approached me, I felt like that was the first time I actually felt genuine people giving me feedback off of something that they don't have no emotional attached to. So I asked that just to see, like, why is it in a sense, like in Austin, honestly, I feel like the white people go harder for the artists than the black people in the city.
Cause I feel like black people only support you when you're up.
For sure.
that's how I always been.
It's like, bro, they help me get to the point where like they lift me up to the point where it's like, damn, I wasn't even doing it for that purpose, but now we can add that to the point. Like,
I'm gonna add something to it too.
And it's not even a race thing. I just wanted y'all to know that, like, why y'all here, like y'all turn me up for real.
And you know how it is too, like just with our community as a whole, just minorities, like if you talking about as a whole, a lot of it's just about the money and about the bigger and bright things and not really understanding about the little things, the simple things. like just that connection, the relationship piece of it.
Yeah.
Like that's a relationship. Most people ain't really in for relationship. They in for the money, for the end. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get this big bag out of it. I'm gonna get this big bag out of this. Not knowing, bro, it's really the relationship that's gonna make it work and make it click and make it really go to the next level. Yeah. That's what's gonna keep you around for longevity. Yeah. Is relationship. So I think that's really what it is when it comes to us. Is like sometimes like because we don't have nothing, so what we see is, oh, I need that Lambo, oh, I need this. That's what they in it for. They in it for the wrong reason.
I feel like really our community can be more grimy, like and just straightforward with the approach. Yeah. Don't give a fuck how they get it, and don't give a fuck what they do, to you as they're pursuing it. So I don't know. I done lost friends on some dumb shit, and I done gained a lot of different friends, outside of my race and shit like that. And like you said, the most people that support me the most have been my white friends or my other friends that are different races. Like I don't know, the black folks, I don't know, it'd be weird. Like I feel like they be on some hating shit until they see you actually making a name for yourself, and that shit get frustrating because it's like, these my people, I done grew up with y'all, whatever. Yeah, like I try to show you love, but then at the same time you show me why I can't fucking give my hand to you, because like every time I try, it's like I get slapped in the face. Like it's like all right, dumbass, like this is why I can't get back to you.
And it's always gonna be that little something. You got that little, I see you got that little shit going on.
Yeah, and the way they draw that shit up, yeah. I didn't know.
Hit it on the point. Hey, this that little that really give me like, this ain't no little shit. Like ain't no little like it is big like. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy how you drew that up. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I never even thought about it like that. Yeah, I see that look like bitch. Just
Bro, that's a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, it is. You don't diminish me talking about my shit like support.
Without a reference.
Yeah,
and I'm doing it well. Like
that's funny as hell. Really, and I had a conversation with a friend about that, and he was just saying shit that'd be the biggest difference of having that confidence within and actually pursuing some shit versus not. Like a lot of people, and I feel like in the black community, we've been taught to like minimize and scale back whenever you're talking about you and what you got going on. Right. And it's like essentially like a programmer, you feel me? Like people are like, oh, how's your business going? Oh, my little business is going good, my little world, whatever. Like they make it seem like you're not supposed to talk up or talk good about yourself, because that's coming out of a place of arrogance, cockiness, and it's just like, it's not arrogant, cocky.
Calculated, you're aware.
At the end of the day, if you gonna toot your own horn, you gonna be confident, stay on that shit and be about your shit and pop your shit respectfully.
For sure.
If no one else will, then shit. Like if you're not gonna do it for yourself, then who else will?
Yeah. But nah, that's funny though. I've called people and like black people essentially on that shit though, always like minimizing themselves, and it's just like, bro, stop putting yourself in this little box. Like, cause
strong, powerful, more
bro,
powerful. What did you think?
You feel me? And like straight up though, like your mind and your tongue, everything that formulate, you gonna speak them thoughts. They gonna think into words, and them words gonna come into real life. And then when it comes to reality, then you sick. So like that's the thing. Like,
man, look, let me see.
It get tough out here, man. It's real in the field.
Bro, it's a motherfucking quote that say, a wise man learn from others' mistakes, and a fool gonna learn from his own. And that basically saying, like, if you keep learning from the mistakes that you make, you're not necessarily gonna learn. Yeah. My whole life is modeled off of what I didn't want to be and what I didn't want to do. It's like I didn't have like my people's presence. So I know what kind of father I want to be. I seen my mom grow up as a single mother, so I know what kind of husband I want to be.
For sure.
I see like the artists that grow up and burn out and run out of money, so I know how to navigate and turn my business into something where it's just like you still relevant.
That's smart. You're not no crash dummy going into it.
For sure.
Because it gets to the point where, you feel me, people will literally do anything to just...
For clout.
Yeah, for clout and just the little dumbass fame, but they don't know what come with it. You feel me? What you sign up for. So, I mean... Hey, that's mature of you to even think about or think in that light.
Yes, sir.
Because, I mean, shit, we're supposed to evolve. You're supposed to be better than the next generation, the next and the next. So.
Now they say I changed up. Yeah. Like I'm supposed to stay the same or something. Like, this shit is always, it's all in the music, bro. And it's just like the process of growing up where I'm from, it's just like we talked about. It's always going to be that. Damn, you changed up, or the money made you this, or this something. No, like
I just put myself in a different limelight. Like
I want to be clear when I say this, bro. And I'm looking at what camera we're gonna use, the main camera. nigga, I'm supposed to change when the money come. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Like, I'm going to change. When the money come, I'm going to change, bro.
You gotta be strategic, bro.
And I'm going to change my approach on everything. Like, bro, I'm gonna have way more than what you ever thought that you would have. Like,
yeah.
You gotta be able. That's the right thing to do to change. You gotta change, bro. I can't keep the same family curse going, bro.
Yeah.
I promise you.
You gotta
like,
break all that.
I'm going to change, and it's gonna be for the better. Like the kids that I ain't gonna ever see, they gonna be eating off to what we building right now. So
it's all about accountability.
Man, stay tuned. My great grandkids. Whenever y'all see this, bro, I promise you.
2080.
I promise you, bro. I'm going to change for the right reasons when I say that. In order, it's just I'm going to. We all evolve. Yeah. And if you don't evolve, like I said, bro, we gotta grow. We gotta grow someday.
Yeah. When the merch gonna be coming out? I know you're gonna be rocking
soon.
that. Tell the merch need to be out by next season.
Hey, bro, got the merch out. Fuck it. He already got the merch out.
Got a little song, you know.
So you're rocking that mug in college,
You know what I'm saying? I got a little KK, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna put the link in there, you know what I'm saying? My dog been rocking for me, so we got a little something already out, and then he gonna drop something, so you know when he drop his, you know we worldwide with it. I'm putting it on every platform. So yeah.
I ain't got no time frame, but it's on the way, man. It's in the works, man. I promise you, it's not gonna be nothing mediocre. It's gonna be quality. We're gonna start off doing one-of-ones, and then we're gonna branch out to having like wholesale. Like I want to be able to put this shit on the market and be able to start up. Like I said, there's more than music. Like being an artist, bro, you gotta have a presence to where you can turn that mic off and be able to reach out and branch out. So that's just art in itself, honestly.
All right, 2 questions before we head out of here for both of y'all.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask you two.
Yeah.
Music. Who inspire you? Like what artist inspires you? Because like, and the reason why I ask that type of question is like me, football. You know, I used to watch film. You know, I used to watch hella film. My favorite corner was Joe Hayden. You know what I'm saying? So I modeled my game like him. Necessarily, I'm not saying you got to model your game. I mean, your game, you being an artist as another rapper or nobody, but who inspires you? Who helps you like open your eyes and want to grow and keep?
This is a question that I get, and I really don't know how to approach because I've taken so many like different pieces of each artist that influenced me, and I built like a transformer into myself.
For sure.
So I'm gonna start with saying, growing up, my first CD ever was like 50 Cent. And that grimy, like just being able to deliver and
hard.
Oh God, like, but just listen to how he was like determined to get his message out.
Yeah,
you can't beat that. And then I took a little from Ja Rule.
That boy went old school.
Man, Ja Rule, he like one of the first motherfuckers to just do like the raspy melody shit, but he got a distinct voice. And then, like I said, growing up listening to Zero, like I've always had that southern slang. And then taking like the breezy approach, like I'm a handsome guy, so being able to be like, you know what I'm saying, real saucy with it. I feel like that's definitely why I started doing like Cali beats. Then lately it's been like blast, like just watching the business acumen and seeing how like
So do you actually like essentially study these? Like
I wouldn't say study. I'm one of those guys like all I need to do is see it once. And
for sure.
I'm one of those hands on. Like I said, like even with hoop, like I never learned how to do a layup or just be like fundamental. It was more so like I just took what I seen and just like out there just working on it for real. So I feel like I've grown into a representation of everything that I said, but I don't necessarily have a specific person where I just modeled it after. But like I said, I model my life off of like the mistakes that other people make. And it also goes with the successes that other people do. And I've learned from those as well. So just doing that,
And then one last question.
I was long-winded, my fault.
Nah, you good.
It's always going to be that for me.
If you was doing like a little TED Talk seminar, what would be the title of your of like the speech, and what game would you give to people? Just aspiring to be like just...
With the chapter I'm in right now in my life, I would call it Jmarc. And that's just based off of the TED Talk that I had in the booth with myself and that I was portraying on the album. That would be the topic of why I named it that, and then basically just going into depth off of the tracks. And I would dress it up as far as like selling it that way. That way you have a visual representation on what you're looking for. So top to bottom, definitely Jmarc.
Bet.
Yeah.
That'd be lie.
God.
That'd be lie. And then, don't run.
I'm here.
No, don't run. All right, back to you. So I'm gonna ask you the same question. Who would you model your game after, and why?
So, growing up, obviously for me, and still to this day, MJ my GOAT. So when I was a kid,
You ain't watch no MJ.
Hey, that's the crazy thing. I'm a student of the game, so I could take us back to the 80s, 70s, all that. Like I really watched the game.
Sure.
And so as a kid, I remember I used to draw on any and everything I could. MJ. I'm writing on the walls. I'm writing on the out. My mom like, boy, stop it. But I'm like, Mom, I want to be like Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had
real,
an old
real.
picture. I remember back in the day where I'm outside in the backyard. Dunking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, and it's funny. It looks like a picture I have now of me dunking. So just the evolution of that. But really, MJ just being like, oh, I want to be great. I want to be like Mike. And then now where I'm at, like I really studied the game. So I'm on my game at the players that I think I could play like in the league right now.
Yeah.
Like Bradley Beal, one of my favorite players.
Man, that's key. You said
And
that.
so
That's key. You said that.
I know I can play like him on like two-way, on the ball at the 1 and the 2 like a combo. And then like coming out of high school, I was going to either Michigan or Xavier. I went to Xavier. So Michigan guards I really like Jordan Poole. I like Tim Hardaway. Like I really try to model my games. Karis LeVert. And Karis LeVert right now I think who my game really resembles a lot right now. And so just looking at those guards and how they play and how they evolved in the game. I've been really doing my study work on them really right now. So
Yeah.
There's a few, but I'm really right now I'm modeling myself after those players that are in the league right now because that's how you get in the league.
For sure. So. Yeah. You got to compete. So that's what's up. And then the last question, how would you say your mental approach is now that you say, you're seasoned, you've been around and this last go round.
Nah, this is funny. Like,
And entitle this last chapter.
Shoot. Like I ain't gonna lie, like we really are like we twins. Like we going through the same stuff at the same time. Like when he talking about that meal remorse, like when he dropped it, I remember he did when he had the little release party. He FaceTimed me while I'm in the car. Shoot, I'm whipping to Memphis out there. I'm on the road though. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I know where I was whipping. I'm listening to Louisiana. I'm going to LSU for the game. Come on, bro. Like, man, that's some book. But nah, like it's really like I'm really on that remorse. It's like, and like I'm on right now I'm on this journey. Like on this journey closer to like getting like spiritually getting close to tapping spiritually and mentally with myself. And so I'm almost like I'm gonna repent. Like almost like repent like a phase of my life. Repentance. So really trying to like rebuild myself and find out who I am. So like remorse and repentance, that's really where I'm at right now for me. So it's funny that we kinda in the same stage. But really like answer your ask your question again.
I just saying like how do you feel mentally going into this last chapter? Like what would you say you would be at mentally?
So look, this is funny. So right before the season started, I'm hitting my dog Mill. I'm like, bro, hey, it's getting kind of wicked. Like I ain't feeling too like okay right now. He like, bro, he told me like I still got to tell you, he said everything you going through right now is gonna make you a better man, make you like everything you go through right now, you're gonna be able to face anything through life. You're gonna be able to come through anything. You're gonna become the man you really want to become. And that shit is held true. Yeah. Like everything I really went through on and off the court, mentally, like relationship, basketball, school, parents, like
it's just all tying,
everything. Like now I've been able to tap into like trauma for real that I didn't know, because like sometimes you know how we are, especially as like young black men, we always on the move. We never have time to really stop and then reflect.
And then on top of that, they teach you not to talk about that shit.
They teach you not to talk about it. Go into a counselor, go into a therapist. That shit weak. Like that's how I grew up. Like that's
and
weak.
the whole time I feel like a lot of black folks say that shit because we ain't got the fucking bread. We ain't got the bread for the resources. So they gonna label it as that to make you seem like you crazy for even tapping in and going. Hey, if you fucked up, go get some help.
No, and like the real thing is like, when someone told me that, the first day I'm like, man, you got me fucked up. Like
I'm already knowing.
Like, what you mean?
It's a trigger. Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Because it's gonna take you back to the childhood times when it's like, damn, I was really messed up. I ain't had nobody to talk to.
That we dealing with. That's the demons that we running from.
Exactly.
We run from them.
Yeah. We gotta battle that.
Yeah.
And we try to cover it up because we got so much going on.
We just patch it.
Yeah. But then it comes a time in your life where
just put a Band-Aid on it.
When God slow you down and
you can't put
nothing over. You can't put nothing over. Where you are by yourself, you can't put nothing over. You gotta figure it out.
That's when you grow the most when you're alone. I feel like it's crazy though. It's crazy. You feel like you're getting tested so much going on. It's chaos. It's chaos. But my aunt tell me all the time, damn, the light went down.
Hey man, say man.
Hey, put your flashlight on real quick. I ain't done.
Put the lights on.
I ain't done, man. Yeah, light it up, man. This is getting to the good part.
Man, this is the best part right here.
It's the nitty gritty, yeah.
Yeah.
But nah, like my aunt always tell me, you feel me? She always, shout out to my aunt, man. She always break bread and give me game. But you know, essentially, she was like, when it's a lot of chaos, a lot of crazy stuff going on, you just gotta sit in silence for 30 minutes, and all your answers gonna be revealed, and they're gonna come to you. When you got TVs on, you on your phone, it's chaos, it's noise. You can't think straight. You don't know what the hell going on. So essentially, I've been battling that recently, just with life and going on, with all the stuff I've been going through. So it gets real in the field, bro. You never realize, like, bro, like all the stuff that people tell you, and like you never realize that you really need to lean on the people that you got whenever you're going through some shit. And that's one thing I would say it's been a blessing, though, to just actually absorb all that knowledge and have a good team of people around you. Cause like, bro, when you down, like I said, when you up, everybody there, but when you down, look to your right and left, and you'll know who really rocking with you.
And another thing is too, I learned, like, not to cut you off, but like, you gotta realize the people around you sometimes they do so much for you, but then you gotta realize how much they're doing against you. And
it's not eye opening though, because I feel like you essentially you be blinded by it, because like whenever you rocking with somebody, you want to see the good with them regardless of what it is. No, they wouldn't do me like that. Somebody could tell you they blindly robbing your pockets. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't do me like that. That's my boy. That's whole time. So I get what you're saying. Sometimes I feel like when you really rock with somebody, like you oblivious to the bullshit that they're really doing. So yeah, and it sucked though, because you want to see the good within everybody if you really rocking with them. So yeah.
Just keep yourself tight. Keep it short and tight, bro. Because the more numbers you got, the more you got to stress about. I mean, honestly, bro, you shouldn't even have to stress about whatever's in your circle. Honestly,
no.
It's there for a reason.
Yeah, I feel like God placed everybody in certain places for a reason too. Though.
No friends.
For sure, it's a real thing. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's one thing. You just gotta see it for what it is. You can't be mad about it. You can't be hating. It's just some people were there for a season. You needed them there to get you out of the low spot, to get you out of this, that.
Yeah,
like,
it's like me being mad that I can't redo the podcast that we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta take it. You gotta, like you said, know where your 2 feet is, and just being comfortable.
And just gotta be there.
Yeah.
Be present. 100%
Yeah.
present where you at.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, just to tie back to what we was talking about. So, you ready for this last go round? You present?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm so present, and it's like you always gotta stand on your 2. You gotta stand on your 10. And when you try to venture out and please too many people, you lose yourself.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's one of the things I caught myself into, is like trying to make sure everybody else good and not realizing that I'm the one that need the most help.
You know what's dangerous? When you become in tune with yourself. When you actually know who you are and you can show up for yourself, that's crazy. And like whole time I feel like we go through so much with life. A lot of the time we be clouded by what's going on. You can't tell left from right because shit, all these distractions. Man. And I had to go through some humbling shit to make me be like that. I'm like, damn, I've really been just walking around clouded.
Really?
Like, I've been blinded by so much stuff because I've just been going through the motions. And then once you sit back and reflect, you're like, damn, like, I really should have tapped in on this 6 months ago. But guess what? You feel me? Finances were together, this one together, that one together. Like, I don't know, it's just a lot of stuff that play in. Like, college really taught me that, bro. And I don't know, I feel like I went through my biggest trials, through that time. But at the same time, I wouldn't trade it for nothing because it's given me the wisdom through that. Yeah, and maturity is not by a fucking number. It's by wisdom. Yeah. So you can be 20 and you can fucking be more mature than a motherfucker that's 40 just because you more seasoned and experienced in life. Exactly. So that's how I always drew it up.
Yeah, able to see it.
Yeah. Yep. So I don't know, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like that mental health stuff, bro.
Take care of it. It's real. Depression, all that is real. Let me tell you. It be the strongest ones, bro. Yeah. Like coming from the University of Memphis, like everybody might think you got it made, all this from the outside looking in, it's all good. Different. Tap into your strongest friends. I never
realized how much I was patching up, just trying to be strong and cool. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, I'm really out here fucked up behind them closed doors. But like, I ain't gonna tell nobody just because like I don't know. I've never been that type of person. Just
to be vulnerable, open up.
Yeah. Like
also, like you said, it wasn't something we was taught.
Especially us.
Yeah.
Us, we not taught to do that.
So
Man,
I feel
suck it up.
Yeah. So man, you being weird. Take your ass to your room.
Yeah.
Go to sleep,
nigga. Drink a glass of water and go to your ass to bed.
Vibrations, bro. Like a lot of people that hurt you want to be able to tell you like how long you supposed to be hurt by. And it's like that's not your job.
Yeah.
If you convicted for a felony, you ain't the one telling yourself like I'm gonna just do these 2 years. I'm good. Like somebody got to be able to be the judge of that. That's being just traumatized and going through shit that we're catching up. Like we can't blame nobody for the trauma, but we do have to hold ourselves accountable.
For sure. Accountability is a huge word, bro. Sure. And I feel like essentially it's hard, but for a lot of people, just because they don't. So there's so many people that's into the game of not being wrong, and it's weird, you know. So I mean, at the end of the day, I take accountability within everything because I care about growing and being better. Sure. You feel me? Like they say, stack days. I always got that from football. Make sure you stacking days. Yep. If you ain't get 1% better from yesterday, then what are you doing?
Man,
think about it though.
This is what we talked about when we wanted that.
No, like straight up though, like, and that's why I say I always tapped into like the Nipseys of the world, and Kevin Gates. That motherfucker is smart, bro. Kevin Gates is smart, bro.
Nobody gotta say.
Yeah, I like listening to those type of people because they
somebody the creative process too.
Yeah, I feel like they enlighten my soul. You feel me? Like I feel like I learned so much listening to them talk like through a podcast or like even just their music. You feel me? So it's inspiring. Like, and that's why I love music. That's why I say music is art. Anytime I was fucked up going through real life like trauma, pain, bro, I'm putting on some. I was fucked up. I put on some Rod Wave. I had to turn that shit off, boy. Rod Wave was finna make me lose it all.
And what you listened to, and what you was going through your ears, really. It really changed what you got going.
No, most deaf though. So every time I was always going through some stuff like. Different songs, different music was for different different situations, and that's why I say music is it's just more than just music. It's art, bro.
It's just beautiful, bro.
It's deeper,
like
it's deeper than that.
It can speak to the soul and stuff like that. Like I'm telling you, I've been to some places, and music has definitely gotten me out of like some dark times.
And put you in dark times. Shoot.
Yeah, so,
without you even knowing it.
It all depends on what light you're looking at it from, and
what you listening from, what you listen to it for.
Yeah, so. Man, hey, shout out to J.Mill, man. Hey, shout out to you, my boy.
Already.
Hey.
Appreciate y'all bringing me on.
My boy, when this mud drop, he gonna be at his next destination. Yes, sir. And we can't even speak on that. But hey,
we gonna leave it where it's at. We gonna leave it where it's at.
Make sure y'all tune in. Man, tell them folks your first name, your last name, and you up. Tell them.
Everything. Kenonté Kennedy, aka Glocky. Y'all can follow me on the gram at Kenonté Kennedy. That is KEONTE KENNEDY. Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? We on there.
Straight up. We out, man.
Yes.
Y'all tune in.
Yes, sir. Decision coming soon. Appreciate y'all for having us, man.
Blessings.
You did.
Y'all keep on streaming them motherfucking Jmarc. Keep tapping into singles that we dropping, man. Take y'all chances.
Hey, get the boys behind the scenes.
Shout out to the camp, man.
Baylor and them boys,
Big dogs in here. Don Hawk, man. We got motherfucking Ty Harris in here. We got motherfucking Louis. We got motherfucking Bays in the motherfucking building. Nah, man, yeah. Y'all stay tuned and shit.